Hello guys, what's up? My name is 100 Black and White and welcome to a Pokemon Showdown video where today I am doing OU with this team that I kind of made up because I kind of want to make teams in Pokemon, but sometimes I don't have the necessary time to make them in my Pokemon X slash Mega Ruby game. So I kind of like make it here, test out how they do, and sometimes battle on here because a lot of people don't battle on Wi-Fi anymore. They kind of battle on Showdown now. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But remember guys, if you'd like to battle me, my Showdown name is in the top right corner. And then you can challenge me to anything from Ubers to PU. Currently, I have 3 OU teams, including this one. I'm gonna make more teams coming up this episode, so I have more than one team to battle people with. But with that being said, so when I make teams, I like to revolve it around a certain Pokemon that I think is either very underused in the tier or a certain set is very underused in the tier. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to use Inner Focus Dragonite. Now before you say anything, the reason why I like Inner Focus Dragonite is ever since Mega Lopunny was introduced in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, it has been a major component in a lot of Pokemon teams, having the fake out, being really fast, etc. etc. So with Dragonite having Inner Focus, it no longer is affected by fake out and can get a Dragon Claw or possibly a plus, or not even a plus whatever, a boosted attack on the Lopunny. So if it survives a fake out, it can just extreme speed away to outspeed the Lopunny, since Lopunny does not have any more priority to take it out. So that's why I wanted to use Inner Focus Dragonite. And this is a Jolly Life Orb Inner Focus Dragonite, because Dragonite doesn't have a lot of it has a lot of strength, as you can see here. It has 367 attack, even being a jolly nature, but I still wanted that little bit more power, because there are sometimes when like there are Pokemon that seem like they're gonna faint, but they don't faint. So we have Dragonite here, Jolly Nature 252. You can see the IVs, the EVs I put in there. With Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, Extreme Speed, Earthquake. I like Dragon Claw over Outrage because you don't get locked into anything, and Earthquake is for like Heatran and Ferrothorn to do neutral damage on, because Ferrothorn and Heatran resist Dragon Claw and Extreme Speed, and they're pretty common in this tier. Also, next, we have the physically defensive Ferrothorn with Leech Seed, Starlock, Bulldoze, and Gyro Ball. Now, I put Bulldoze in here in case for Heatran, so I can do some damage on them, and I can also lower the speed for Pokemon like, let's say, my Slowbro, who's not necessarily a fast Pokemon, or to get off 2 Bulldozes with my Ferrothorn if it'll live a Fire-type move, which it'll probably not. And then Gyro Ball just for like Fairy types, Ice types, just any any Pokemon to do damage off of, just in case. And it has a Rocky Helmet, Iron Barb set, typical set, bold, not bold, but what is this nature? It has relaxed nature, just so Gyro Ball does more damage. Then we have Slowbro here. He or she, whatever gender it chooses, is another physically defensive mon with Scald, Thunderwave, Flamethrower, Toxic. This is like my status setter for the team. Usually I like a status setter, so like set like Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Thunderwave, because status is a really good thing to have on a Pokemon that is nearly impossible to beat. So we have Thunderwave to slow down Fastmon, we have Toxic to cripple walls that aren't Ferrothor to Heatran, or other steel types or other Pokemon that aren't really affected by poison, toxic damage. And then we have Scald and Flamethrower for damage against like fire types, grass types, just to cover its weaknesses. Yeah. With the leftovers generator set. Then we have Heatran here holding the Assault Vest. I figured that Heatran is already a specially defensive wall, so why not make it even more specially defensive by holding the Assault Vest? Yes, this is not a rock setter. I think Ferrothorn is a rock setter. Yeah, Ferrothorn is a rock setter. So Heatran has all offensive moves, but it's still technically a specially defensive wall, since it's already sold especially defensive with the 341 special defense it already has with the EVs, plus the Assault Vest. So it's rocky. Lava Plume, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Hidden Power Rock, Lava Plume for stab, Flash Cannon for stab, Earth Power just in case like for other fire types, other Pokemon that are super effective to ground types attacks. I can't really think of it on the top of my head. Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric is another Pokemon that can really do a number on my team since it has such a diverse moveset. And Hidden Power Rock for Pokemon like Landorus and Tornadus and Thundurus who can't get hit by Earth Power. And then we have Togekiss. Togekiss is our another specially defensive Pokemon because Togekiss is surprisingly more specially defensive than a Heatran is. It's just that it has a lot more weaknesses than Heatran, so that's why it's not that commonly used. But it has 20 more special defense than Heatran has, and this is a special defensive Pokemon, and it's also our defogger in case like rocks or spikes or stuff like that gets set on our side of the field. So it has leftovers, Serene Grace. It has Defog, Dazzling Gleam, Orsi, and Ruse. I just kept Serene Grace on there because it's like the best ability of it. I think like it's like Hustle, Serene Grace, and Super Luck. Actually, I could put Super Luck on this because these don't really have secondary defense. So Super Luck, I guess, could crit or Sphere and Dazzling Gleam more, I guess. So I guess that's good that I'm checking it. And finally, we have Mamoswine with the Choice Band. I usually don't like to choice my Mons, but I also don't like to give two Pokemon on my team Life Orb because of the residual damage from Life Orb and Hazards and Switchings itself. So I put Choice Band on it just because like I want Mamoswine is a really powerful mod like any other really offensive mod, but it sometimes doesn't do enough damage to necessarily knock it out. So that's why I put the choice band on it because knockoff really good move since it got the buff in generation 6, the increased power of it, and then it has normal moves like Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Ice Shard just to boost it, and Ice Shard is priority. So enough of me talking about that. Let's get into a battle right now. We are going to do about 3 battles depending. Wait, hey, Togekiss cannot learn default because it's oh, so I guess because before it was wait. Before I could use this Togekiss before, but maybe now I can't put Super Luck and Defog together. Let's just see if I change that to Serene Grace. Okay, so apparently you can have Super Luck and Defog together, which I don't necessarily understand why that would matter. But anyways, here we have a team. Holy crud, that bulk. So you have Landorus, Ferrothorn, Heatran, Slowbro, Sableye, possibly a Mega Sableye, and Chansey. Now I predict, okay, so we have the battle time round. So I predict the Heatran or the Ferrothorn to come out, so I'm gonna go to my Slowbro first. Never mind, the Landers came out. Very interesting. So now I predict it's switching into the Sableye. Could it's really hard to say which one it's gonna go into, but because of the two steel types, I have to go for Scalpert here. I can't toxic anything just in case these two get a free switch in, which I don't want them to do. I can't Flamethrower because that'll give Heatran a free switch in and Slowbro resist, and I can't Thunder Wave because I don't necessarily want to Thunder Wave any of these mons. And I rather just like toxic them if all possible. So I'm gonna Scald here. So Landorus is actually a rock setter, so I'm gonna. Ooh, I got the crit. Sorry. Oops, and there's a window that pops up every time I try to type something in a website I haven't been on. Sorry about the crit. I don't like when I get crits at all. It's really RNG, but I still don't like it. So we see that this is a leftover rock setter, so it might not be super fast. So I'm just gonna solve again. We do see that the U-turn comes out, so possibly gonna switch into the Ferrothorn right here to resist the Scald. But if I burn the Ferrothorn, any physical attacks it might have are gonna be cut by 2 stages because of burn, how burn works. So here's the Ferrothorn. If I can get the burn, that would be really good. I get the burn, so that's residual damage. I'm so sorry. It's residual damage and it cuts any attacks that it has in half. So right now, since I predict the Leech Seed or the Thunder Wave, I'm gonna switch out into my Ferrothorn because I want to set up my own rocks. Because the Heatran takes 25%. Pokemon is happening. Is happening. Okay, so he went for the Leech Seed, so even if it did hit, my Ferrothorn is immune to it because it's Grass type. So I'm gonna set out my rocks now. He doesn't have a defogger on his team, but I still need to defog these rocks away from my side of the field because they are kind of annoying to my Togekiss and my Dragonite. So we do see the Sableye coming up. Are you just gonna Willow me? I'm just gonna Leech Seed. Are you gonna? Oh, totally forgot about Megas. Yeah, Magic Bounce. Okay, so I'm immune to my own Leech Seed because of the reason I said before. But we are gonna get burned by the Willow now. Are you gonna? I think it's gonna calm mine now. So I'm gonna switch into my Heatran because Heatran can't get Willowed. If it does set up Calm Mind, I'm still specially defensive with the Assault Vest. And at least we know that one of its moves is Willow. I'm gonna start the timer. It's fine. I I love seeing Pokemon that aren't usually used. Okay, so we do see that he does have knockoff on the Sableye, and now I don't have my Selfish. So now if it starts coming up calm minding, I'm really scared of that. He said lol to my comment about liking to see Pokemon I don't really see before. So I'm gonna Lava Lumen now. Hopefully I can burn the Sableye. If the Heatran switches in, that's perfectly fine. I can just Earth Power it. If the Ferrothorn switches in, that's basically a kill for me. Switch it out into Slowbro. So if I can get the burn with this Lava Plume, that's more residual damage. Good. That's awesome. That's more residual damage, canceling out its leftovers. So now, Slowbro is obviously going to Scald right now. Oh, his Lander says 21%, so that's why he's not switching it in because it'll die to Stealth Rocks because it's super effective. So I think you're going to Scald right now, so I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn. My Ferrothorn is already burned, so Scald's not going to really matter. That's a crit. I don't mind. I got a crit on it before with the Landers. So I'm going to take burn damage. So now what I think he's going to do, I think he's going to switch back into the Mega Sableye, predicting my Leech Seed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into my Togekiss. Slowbro should be faster since I'm negative speed nature. 40, 58, yeah. So if Slowbro switches out first, there's a Sableye which I predicted perfectly, and here's my Togekiss right now. Now, the thing is, if this thing is Gunk Shot, I'm going to take a massive amount of damage. It might even knock me out depending if he's physically offensive with the Sableye, but I need to get damage off of this, and Dazzling does the most damage besides Knockoff or Earthquake on my Mamoswine, and I don't want to switch it in because I don't want to take it. I want it to take as little damage as possible. Just a tip for you guys, when you have Pokemon like Dragonite and Mamoswine who are really offensive Pokemon but don't have a lot of health, you want to preserve them as much as possible so you don't have to constantly switch them out for hazard damage or switching damage. So I'm going to stay and I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. We do see that he is going to switch out into the Chansey. Chansey is physically defensive, especially defensive, and right now it could possibly Thunder Wave or Toxic. I'm going to try the Ferrothorn. My Ferrothorn's obviously gonna die soon. So we do see the heal bell. So his Ferrothorn and his Slowbro are no longer burned. I think you're gonna switch out into Mega Sableye. No, I think you're gonna stay in here, predicting that I'm gonna predict your Mega Sableye switch. So I'm gonna Leech it. I think that's what you're gonna do. I think you're gonna predict me switching out, predicting you switching back into your Mega Sableye. So I'm gonna Leech it right now. There's a Cyber Dog. It does take me out, but I'm going to do a massive amount of damage with my Iron Bars of Rocky Helmet. So now I can freely switch into Mamoswine right now. And now I can freely Knockout. I think Knockoff kills Chansey at this range. Knockoff does a hefty amount of damage to any of his other Pokemons. Besides the Mega Sableye, since you can't knock off Mega Stones. So you're either going to switch out right now, and if you switch out, then something's going to take a knockoff. This Lobo is definitely going to go down. What? Wow. Okay, so he knows that I have knockout right now, but I can just go for another knockout that should kill. Even without the item, I still am banded, so that still should kill the Slowbro, which it did. So now Slowbro is out, a large physical wall is out of the way. Landers comes in, gets the Intimidate off. Um, I thought you would. Oh no, you did. Wait, you're 25, so you take 16%. I thought you take 21% from rocks if you super effective. Huh, I guess not. So I predict the earthquake, so I'm just gonna switch out of my Togekiss. Ooh, the U-turn. Okay, so Landorus is U-turn, so he can no longer switch in Landorus unless he wants Landorus to die. So comes out in the Chansey. This is probably where it's gonna soft boiled. So I'm gonna roost here. You're gonna soft boil. I'll just roost up. You don't have an. Oh, you have your Eviolite. That's right. I didn't knock off your Eviolite yet, which I have to remember. Toxic. Ooh, okay. So you toxic. This is where you're gonna soft boil. So I'm gonna switch it to my mouse one. Come on, soft boiled. Yeah, there we go. There's the soft boiled. I don't care. I'm gonna knock off. Get rid of your Eviolite or any item on any of your other Pokemon besides your Sableye. And even though Sableye doesn't have an item, I think even with Choice Band, I should be doing at least 20% to it. There's a knockoff. There's goes the Chansey's Eviolite. Now my Mammoth is toxic, which is okay and not okay at the same time. So now Chansey takes more damage without the Eviolite. But I also, like I said before, I don't want Mammoth to take a lot of damage. So I think you're gonna like Seismic Toss or something. So I'm gonna switch into my Slowbro right now. I'm gonna switch into my Slowbro right now. Um, there is the soft boiled right now. Now, this is a prime time for him to switch into his Mega Sableye, predicting any status ailments. But because I think he's gonna switch into my Mega, because I think he's going to switch into the Mega Sableye, I'm gonna Scald and hopefully get the burn status on his Mega Sableye. No, it's toxic, so I could have gone for toxic there. So now I think you're gonna switch into Mega Sableye. So I'm gonna Scald. I'm gonna Scald, predicting you to go into Mega Sableye. This could be the point where this Chansey still goes for the seismic toss, soft boiled routine, but there's a seismic toss. Okay, I still don't get the burn, which is okay. So three of my Pokemon are toxic right now. This Chansey is Heal Bell. So what I have to do, I have to toxic this thing. Yeah, so the Chansey is gonna say I'm gonna toxic this, and what I have to do is predicting the Heal Bell. I have to switch into Dragonite right now. I am gonna take 50% from rocks, I believe, or 25. Yeah, 25% from rock. There's the heal ball. So what I have to do now, I have to set up Dragon Dances because right now that's the only thing that'll probably save me. Here goes the Mega Sableye, gonna Willow me, but oh wait, you don't have Prankster anymore. Will a Dragon Claw? I'm gonna try and kill it with a Dragon Claw. Maybe it'll kill. Oh, it barely kills. So I'm gonna get Willowed right now. Oh yeah, there's a Willow. Alright, but still, this thing still dies to a Dragon Claw. So on the Dragon Claw again. If he does decide to switch out to Ferrothorn, my Dragonite's gonna take a lot of damage to the point where I think that I cannot switch it back in. So I might as well just sack it off right here. I think my win condition right now is my Mamoswine. I need to get rid of this lander so I can just freely Earthquake all of these things. Because I'm pretty sure Choice Band Earthquake at 90... Chansey has a decent amount of physical defense, so maybe even at 94% Chansey would still live. But there's a Ferrothorn, here's a Dragon Claw, does nothing. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage, and there's the burn. So now I might as well just get damage off of this, so I'm just gonna EQ right now. There's a lot of damage off, I'm okay with that. There's the power of Mist, but I will go down to burn no matter what. So his Ferrothorn, his Sableye, and his Sableye and his Landers are low enough to where he switches it in, they will die to Stealth Rock. So right now, I can go into Heatran right now, and I can go for the Earth Power because Earth Power is neutral on Ferrothorn because of its Steel typing, and if he does switch into his own Heatran, he will take super effective damage from my Earth Power. I'm not gonna overpredict. I'm not gonna Flash Fire just in case he does want to switch in his 100%, his fully health Heatran. This battle is taking a lot longer than I thought. I might just cut it down to 2 battles. I don't know. I still like doing 3 battles a video. I like doing 3 battles. So there goes the Ferrothorn, goes out into Chansey, and there's the EQ. The Earth Power. The thing about this is Chansey has Heal Bell, so even if I Toxic with Slowbro, I can just Heal Bell it up. My other 3 Pokemon are Toxic, so they're gonna take damage no matter what. So what I need to do is I need to get I need to go for Lava right now. I need the burn. There's the burn, because yeah, Chansey's just gonna Seismic Toss me. Now, right now it's gonna Heal Bell, so I need to get more damage off with Lava Plume. There's the Heal Bell. Okay. And here I think it's gonna Soft Boil. I think Soft Boil brings it to 100%. So I'm gonna switch into Mammoth right now. Because the chances he needs a chance to survive, so it's obviously gonna Soft Boil. There's a Soft Boil. So it brings it to 81%. Now, do I think an EQ from this range will kill it? Yes, I'm pretty sure an EQ will kill it. So I'm gonna EQ. Switches out into Ferrothorn, that's alright. I'm gonna kill you with an EQ because I am banded. If it wasn't for the choice band, I might not be able to take down that Ferrothorn. There's a Sableye dying off to the Stealth Box to get a free switch into the Heatran. Or not? Okay, so you're just sacking a Pokemon. So all of his Pokemon are being sacked off. Here's a Chansey. Now the question is, will this EQ kill? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to calc that after to see if it matters. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Okay, he quit. GG to him. I'm sorry that you're gonna see this right now, but I have to count that right now. So Google Pokemon damage calculator. There we go. Okay. So Pokemon 1 Mamoswine blank set. Then we have Chansey blank set. Okay, both at level 100. We're gonna give Mammothline 252 in attack, 252 in speed. Make this jolly. Give this choice band, and we're gonna give this Chansey. Let's assume the worst. So 252 in health, 252 in defense. Not that. Let's just put bold nature because it doesn't matter. And current health, it was at what was it? Can I go? I can't remember. Was it 81%? No, that like 63, I think. Let's go for like 60. I think it was at 63. My health doesn't matter. Um, so we had to look for, please. Okay, earthquake, earth, earthquake. Okay, so earthquake with the choice band does 68% to 81.1% even without the crit, so it didn't matter because I think it was at 68% at the most. So that crit didn't matter. So we were gonna knock out that chance no matter what. So that's that makes me feel better. Okay, so here we have our second battle. I have no idea how long the first battle went, but we have a Gardevoir, a Garchomp, a Manaphy, Jirachi, a Tornadus, Therian form, and a Diggersby. Ooh, Diggersby. I haven't seen Diggersby in a long time. So I predict him to start off with this Garchomp to set up rock. So I'm gonna start with Ferrothorn. Ooh, and we have a Manaphy. I wonder what the Manaphy's gonna do. I'm gonna set up my rocks. Goes out into the Tornado Therian. Now, do you get Defog? I don't think you get Defog, so I think you're just gonna Heat Wave me. So I'm just gonna go into my Heatran. There it is. Get the Flash Fire boost, and because of a Soul Vest, I can take a Focus Blast or an Earth Power, whichever one you has. So I can just go for Lava Plume. Yes, he has 2 resistances, But if I can get the burn on either one of them, that is residual damage on them. So here's the Garchomp. There's the Flash Fire. Can I get the burn? No, I cannot get the burn. Okay. So this thing could be a Rock Setter itself, or it could just EQ me. So I'm gonna go into my Slowbro, predicting either EQ or Dragon type move. Ooh, but it is a Rock Setter, so we both have rocks on the field right now. If Tornadus has Defog, then he has a Defogger, but I still have my Defogger just in case. I'm gonna go for Scald right here. Goes out into the Gardevoir, traces my Regenerator, so we'll get that Regenerator boost when it switches out. Now, I think that this is gonna be a Mega Gardevoir, but I think it should be able to live a Shadow Ball or Hyper Voice because of the large amount of HP it has. So I'm just gonna go for Toxic. A Focus Blast. Ooh, predicting the switch up. Predicting the switch into my Heatran, or my Mamoswine, or my Ferrothorn. I'm just gonna... Oh, gosh, if I landed Toxic, that would have been so good. He only has Jirachi being a Steel type, being immune to Toxic. I'm gonna do it. Whoa! Hyper Voice killed? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Hyper Voice killed me. Did not expect that to happen. I'm gonna go out of Heat Run. At this health plus his health, I should be able to still live, so I'm gonna Flash Cannon. I think I think he's gonna stay in. Yeah, trying to get the Focus Blast out, but I will live it. There's a Flash Cannon. Taking out the Mega Gardevoir, so now we know that his Garchomp isn't Mega, so it's probably a Leftovers variant. Okay, but here we have Diggersby, another Earthquaker. So I'm gonna go out into my Togekiss. I am gonna take a lot of Rock Stamina. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna sack up my Togekiss if it does a quick attack, but it's faster anyway. Okay. Oh, 280. Whoa, that's really fast. So oh my gosh. So I'm gonna switch it further. Hopefully he can take in an Earthquake or something. But I need to bulldoze right now to lower its speed. That's what I have to do. Oh my gosh, I don't even live in Earthquake Zone? Holy crap. Okay, going down to Mountain Shrine, just clicking Ice Shard. Switches on to Jirachi. Okay, reading the Ice Shard. Holy mess, man. So I have to switch on to Heatran. Probably gonna take a Focus Blast. An Iron Head. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna Lava Plume here. Switches out into Tornadoes. Can I get a burn? No burn still. I might as well switch in. I might as well stay in because I'm gonna die to rock plus any attack. So I'm gonna Lava Plume again. Knock off, it's okay, I'll live that. Get Lava Plume up. No burn still. So I'm guessing it's just a knock off again. Gonna go for Lava Plume. Alright, my Heatran's down. Gonna go after my Dragonite right now. I don't see anything this Thunder can do to me, but I also don't want to set up just yet. So I'm just gonna E-Speed. This guy could switch it to Garchomp. Okay, just stays in sacks off the Tornadus. Now sees that I'm Life Orb. Goes out into Manaphy. Do you outspeed me? You might outspeed. Yeah, you do outspeed. You're probably timid. Even if I switch a mouse and I still die to a Scald after an Ice Beam and Rocks. So I'm just gonna Dragon Claw. I think E-Speed would do a lot of damage though. Yeah, I should E-Speed to get damage off. Oh, I got the crit, but it's not gonna matter because yeah, there's the Ice Beam. My Dragonite is gonna go down. Sword Sense, Diggersby. Holy gosh, Sword Sense, Diggersby. So okay, so I'm just gonna Earthquake. I think I have to lock myself with the Earthquake for all of these Pokemon. Yeah, I gotta lock myself with the Earthquake, but I'm gonna die to a Skull because it is a Manaphy. GG. I'm gonna look for another battle because that was short because Swords and Stiggers, holy crud. Okay, so here we have a Rotom Wash, a Mega Manectric most likely, a Gudra, a Gengar, a Bisharp, or Diancie. So the only walls on this team are Rotom and Gudra. All of his other Pokemon are fairly frail. So I predict the Mega Manectric lead, so I'm just gonna start out into Heatran. He's probably just gonna go into oh. Okay, starting out with the Gengar. I'm just gonna Lava Plume and see what this thing does. Lava Plume does kill Bisharp or does a hefty amount of damage to it. Burn on anything will be really good. Burn on this would be good to reduce its physical attack, and burn on the walls would be really good to neutralize the the leftover damage. But we do get a burn on the Gengar. He went for Sludge Bomb, predicting us to switch out. But I'm not scared of that, so I'm gonna Lava Loom again. He could decide to sack off the Gengar right now to get a free switch into whatever he wants to bring out next. A Dazzling, kind of resist that because I'm Steel type. Okay, so here comes the Rotom. I am special defensive, so I'm not afraid of so I can live a Hydro Pump from this thing. But I also don't want to take a Hydro Pump, so I'm gonna switch into my Ferrothorn. Even though it's not specially defensive, it is resistant to it, so it will take it, as you can see there. And now I can go for Stealth Rock, because he does not have a defog on his team. Thunder Wave me, that's fine, I got my rock set up. And now I don't need to defog anymore, because you don't have anyone that can set up rocks besides Bishop and Diancie, and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna, those Pokemon have Stealth Rock. So, Rotom's gonna Volt Switch. If I can get this Leech Seed off, that would be great. Ooh, wait. Okay. I was afraid of the Gudra or Sapsipper because that would have been really scary. But Gudra is not Sapsipper. I do get the Leech Seed off. This thing could have Flamethrower, so I'm gonna call it a Heatran again. Predicting the Flamethrower. Fire Punch. Ooh, wait. You're a physical variant, but you're not running Sapsipper? Interesting. I love seeing new sets. I'm not gonna judge his person set. I love awesome sets like this. Un like not like not commented. I love seeing sets like that. So he did switch out his Gudra. I did get the crit on the Rotom. Sorry. I'm so glad I didn't get the burn too because that'd be devastating to me. I really just want to get the burn off, so I'm just gonna Lava Plume. The Thunder Wave is gonna go on my Heatran, which is perfectly fine because it's not fast in the slightest. There's the burn I wanted. Canceling all his leftovers recovery. So now I can just freely go. Ooh, I forgot about the pain split. Ooh, I totally forgot about the pain split. So with pain split, he could keep getting health. And burn is a constant amount of damage, so he only will take 13% of damage each turn. So I'm gonna Lava Plume in here. There's a Hydro Pump. I can live one Hydro Pump from it. There's a crit. Now, this thing is obviously gonna pain split again, and I don't want any of my other Pokemon to take a large deficit in health, so I'm gonna keep my Heatran in. There's a Hydro Pump that's perfectly fine because this Rotom will die to an Ice Shard of my Mamoswine. And whatever is gonna get switched in right now will take a large amount of damage from Ice Shard. Because even if it was the Diancie or the Bisharp who resisted, I'm still banded, so it would do about like 10%, I would say. To the Bisharp, maybe like 25%, but nah, who knows. So here's the Bisharp. Probably gonna Swords Dance on me. I really have no option but to just switch out into my Ferrothorn right now. Okay, goes for the Iron Head. Thank you. Thank you for going for the Iron Head, not the Swords Dance. So taking my Rocky Helmet and Iron Barb's damage, I'm gonna Leech Seed here. Exeter. I love this guy. I love this guy for running these sets. Oh, I'm paralyzed, but oh my gosh, Exeter Bisharp for those bug type? No, bugs aren't super effective. What is Exeter super effective against dark types? So it gets other dark types? But if it works, it works. So this thing is just gonna Fire Punch me again. So I'm gonna switch out and do my Slowbro. Dragon Tail. Switching out into the Ferrothorn, perfectly fine. I'm gonna go into Slowbro because I did just get that Regenerator health boost because of that Dragon Tail. And there's the Fire Punch, which I predicted. No burn, thankfully, which is really good. I'm gonna risk the Toxic. If the Bishop if the Bishop switches in, this is gonna be really bad. I'm gonna risk this. Power Whip, ooh, that does a lot of damage. But the Gudra is toxic, taking residual damage every turn. Predicting another Power Whip, I'm gonna switch out into my Ferrothorn. Because right now he still has a high possibility of winning with Bisharp, because Bisharp is a really hyper offensive carry Pokemon, as I like to describe, as things are described in the League community. It is a Pokemon like a hyper carry champion that does a lot of damage once it gets enough boosts or buffs, in this case from Swords Dance or Home Claws or whatever it gets from. So since Gucci's gonna die right now, I'm just gonna switch it to Slowbro because I can level Power Whip thanks to the Regenerator boost. But thankfully he missed. So sorry for that miss. But that Gujar was gonna die anyway. My Slowbro could have led anything, even the Power Rip. So right now, he's got the choice to either go to his Bisharp or his Manectric. Now I think I can level knockout from Bisharp since I am both max HP. But at the same time, okay, so I think I can level knockoff. So I'm gonna Scald because it is stab. It has a possibility of burning. Ooh, pursuit! Nice, nice. I love this set, man. Maybe not Exeter, especially personally, like for another move, but pursuit, predicting a slow bro or a slow king user or a psychic type user from switching their Pokemon, or literally any Pokemon from switching their Pokemon to get pursuit damage off is amazing. That's an awesome set. So Minatri's out. I can't have a Thunderbolt to save the life of me, so I'm gonna shout into. I don't really need my Togekiss anymore, so I'm gonna shout into Togekiss for Death Fodder if it does decide to Thunderbolt. Ooh, it Volt Switches instead. Alright, that's okay. So now the answer is gonna come out. I'm going to Roost here because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than you before you Mega Evolve. No, you're faster than me even before you Mega Evolve. So I'm still gonna Roost. Wait, I'm faster? Are you not max speed? Okay, so maybe this Deancey isn't max speed. It does have leftovers, but I'm just gonna do damage with Aura Sphere. This is still damage going off. Oh my gosh, that does nothing. And there are the rocks. The late game rocks trying to get me, but I'm gonna default the rocks away. Whew, okay, I'm gonna default the rocks away. Here, Manectric coming out once again. Defaulting the rocks away. Now I'm gonna switch into my mammals. My mammal just in case, like he's gonna volt switch again. Or just Thunderbolt, yeah, okay, that's really good. So I think I think I should be able to live with Overheat. If this is timid nature, I think I should be able to live in Overheat. So I'm gonna go and take words. I'm gonna go in Earthquake. See, I live the Overheat thanks to the power of timid not having as much power as modest nature, nature, and the fact that I'm thick fat. So I think this Bandit Earthquake will win us the game here. I don't think you are faster. There we go. There is the game right there. And I am going to end up the episode right, or the video right there. Thank you all for watching. Remember guys, if you'd like to challenge me, my name is in the top right corner. I have teams from Ubers to PU. I am trying to make more teams for each tier so I don't just have one team to battle each person who wants to challenge me. But if you want to, you can challenge me into a battle. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.